I, Rikisha Bhaumik, PGT Biology at Kendriya Vidyalaya Sector 2 RK Puram, is helping you in understanding some concepts of biology. Biology is the study of living organisms. When we look around us, the macroscopic life forms like plants and animals are so obvious, but there are certain minute organisms also present almost everywhere around us, in soil, in land, in plants, in animals, inside our body, and almost everywhere. They are cosmopolitan. All these organisms, which are very small and not visible to us with our naked eyes, are collectively known as microbes or microorganisms. And the fascinating branch of biology that deals with the study of microbes and their effect on us is microbiology. These microbes are showing amazing adaptability. They show amazing adaptability, and they can be found in diverse habitats. They can be found in such extreme conditions where other life forms cannot be found. For example, they can be found in very saline areas, marshy areas, in vents, in hot thermal vents, and they can also be found in such conditions in volcanoes and many such areas where we cannot imagine ourselves to survive. So, when we study about microorganisms, we mostly confine ourselves only to their pathogenic effects. Whenever we hear about microbes, we fear hearing about them, because most of the microbes we know are known to cause diseases, they are pathogenic. But is it so? Are all microorganisms harmful to us? No. All microorganisms are not harmful to us. You will be surprised to know that most of the microorganisms are instead helpful to us. So, today we will be learning more about this in detail in the chapter of class 12th, Microbes in Human Welfare. Here you can see the figures of certain microorganisms. As I said, that these microbes are present everywhere, and they are present in all the three domains, be it archaea, eukarya or bacteria. In figure 10.1 here, you can see the bacteria of different shape, rod shaped, spherical, and this is a magnified version of a rod shaped bacteria showing flagella as well. In this figure 10.2, you can see bacteriophage. A bacteriophage is a virus that infects a bacteria. This is a picture of adenovirus, which causes respiratory infections, and this is a magnified view of rod shaped tobacco mosaic viruses. These viruses are diverse. They can be bacteria, protozoa, fungi, viruses, viroids, and as well as prions. Prions are proteinaceous infectious agents. These microbes can also be cultured easily in nutritive medium, where they form colonies. For example, in this figure you can see the fungal colony growing in a culture medium, in a nutrient medium. So, the microbes are cosmopolitan, they belong to all the three domains, they can also be cultured in order to study about them. So, in this chapter we can divide the use of microorganisms into different parts. Microbes can be used in household products, industrial products, environmental cleaning, energy production, and improving agriculture. All these applications are highly useful to humans. So, let us begin first one by one with the most common things which we view in our daily lives as household products. Whenever we think of household products and the role of microbes, the first thing which comes in our mind is curd. Curd, as you may be knowing, that curd actually contains lactobacillus, the bacteria, and other such bacteria which are collectively known as lactic acid bacteria, LAB. These lactic acid bacteria have the potential to convert the milk. They can partially digest the milk, they can coagulate the milk and convert the lactose present in it into lactic acid. This is how curd is formed. You must have seen your mother setting curd at night. They just put a part of the curd which is known as inoculum. inoculum is enough for setting of curd. It can set the curd in a milk, in a bowl of milk. A spoon of inoculum contains millions of lactic acid bacteria. So, this is the most common application which we see in our houses of microbes in our life. The next thing which we observe is the fermented dough. You must have seen your mothers or anybody else at your home fermenting dough for preparing various kind of foods like idli, dosa, bhaturas, dhoklas, etc. And these all products can be formed only after fermentation of dough. You may recall what is fermentation. Fermentation is actually a metabolic pathway which occur in the body of yeast. Yeast belongs to fungi. Metabolic pathway, let us look at the metabolic pathway which occurs in yeast, which helps in fermentation and its application in the formation of these food products. Metabolic pathway in yeast. The glucose, which is the substrate, C6H12O6, plus 2 ADP plus 2 inorganic phosphate in the cytoplasm of yeast gets converted into ethanol, C2H5OH, with the release of carbon dioxide gas and a little amount of energy, 2 ATP. If we balance it, it will become like this. This is ethanol and